Hi everyone, my name's Nathan with the Disc Store, and we just wanted to give you guys a quick update on some cool things that's going on with our disc golf department. We just added a lot of new products to our accessories. We added these stools from Dynamic. We just made these Nalgene's that you guys can get. We worked out a deal with Disc Golf Nomad for their night chains, and lots of other cool stuff. If you want to head over to our disc golf section and check it out. One of the biggest things is we added tons of new disc golf bags, which is what we wanted to break down for you today. So we thought it'd be kind of cool to do an in the bag with a lot of our staff, so you see what we throw, all the different things like that, what we keep in our bags. First, I'm just going to break down a couple of different bags for you. We're also, before I forget, we're going to do a giveaway with each of our employees that does an in the bag is going to give away a disc at the end. So make sure you comment during their in the bag for your chance to win their prize. Alright, so we've got several different companies we just added. We got bags from Dynamic Discs, Latitude 64, Innova, MVP. We added Upper Park, Zuka, and Fossa, as well as Fade and some Discrafts bags. So if you head over to our bag section on the website, you can see all of our options. We're going to go over a few with you today just so you get an idea. This guy here is the Dynamic Disc Soldier Bag. It holds roughly 22, 23 discs. Got some storage pockets, a couple of water bottle holders, a nice mid-level bag if you're just getting into tournaments, or if you just, you stocked up on all your disc store wizards, you need a place to put all 20 of those. It's a good solid mid-range bag. And then if you want to upgrade from that, we have this guy, the Dynamic Disc Commander. It holds up to about 26, 28 bags and stuff, all these pockets full. Super nice, easy to get to. Everything comes out nice and clean. You got some putter storage here, which is great. And then it's a lot less bulky than some of the other higher end bags, but you still have all the storage in these giant pockets on the side, which is super cool. Stools or water bottles on the sides. And it's nice and light, like it's not heavy like some of the bulky bags can be. It's a really good solid option. This Spec Ops color is super sweet. Check out our website for that again. One of the coolest new things we've got is this Zuka cart. Definitely on the higher end, but this is great for courses, especially that don't have a lot of seats or anything like that. I think it fits 30 if you stuff all sorts of these side pockets with discs, but it's also on wheels. So if you have like back problems, or if you just don't get tired of carrying your bag, if after 3 rounds of disc golf you're a little sore, this saves you from that. Also has this nice handy seat, which holds up to 300 pounds. So if you just need to take a break while your buddy 3-putts a hole, you got a nice place to take a seat. So these are really cool. We ship these anywhere in the U.S. Check those out on the website. This one's this one is the Innova competition bag. Very similar to the Soldier. Plenty of disc space, plenty of space in the pockets for all the stuff you might need. Another really great option that we have available for you. Back out of the way. This guy is my personal bag. So start commenting now if you want to win our first giveaway prize. And our super secret sales team will choose a winner. So this is the Dynamic Disc Ranger, and this is a statement to the quality of a lot of these bags. I've been carrying this guy since AM Worlds in 2013. Still held together really well, still looks great. They make great bags. So we're gonna get into the discs a little bit here. For my go-to high-speed drivers are Latitude 64 Ballistas. I like these guys a lot because they've got some nice high-speed turns. When you rip on it, flips up nice, carries well, but it's got plenty of low-speed fade to fight the wind and to finish nice. These don't dump on me, especially the clear ones, a little more stable. These are for long-distance drives, but finish really well and are really reliable. For my downwind shots, when I really need to rip in it and get the big distance, this guy has worked its way into my bag, the Latitude 64 Night. It's got tons of glide, a little bit more turn than the Ballista, and so it just glides a little better, flips up, turns over a little more. This guy has started to really bomb for me. It's a good disc. And then I also carry the Dynamic Disc Defender and the Dynamic Disc Enforcer. They're a little bit more stable, so they're for more of the headwind shots, or if I really need a hook left on something. They don't go near as far as the Ballista or the Night does, but they're a lot more reliable in the wind, especially if you're playing, say, in Emporia, Kansas, where Dynamic Disc is. Then my go-to driver that's been in the bag for a long time is this Metal Flake Wraith with Jared Hilton Memorial Stamp. Check that tournament out, it's a great time. These guys are just a little bit less distance than my Ballista is, but they're just really smooth. Pop it out on a hyzer flip. You guys know what a Wraith is. They're great discs. Carry a couple of those in the bag. This black Metal Flake is super sweet. I couldn't leave it on the shelf. And then this guy found a place in my bag this summer playing a lot in the woods. It's a West Side Sword. This guy's super straight. I throw it with a little bit of hyzer flip, flips up, flies flat. Doesn't hardly fade at the end. I can just hit lines and it keeps them. Perfect disc for a lot of woods golf. And then I've got the Captain America Shield Stamp Felon from Dynamic Discs. It's just a cool disc, and this fits the spot in my bag a lot of people's Firebirds do. Super overstable, hooks really hard left. Anything, a lot of flick shots or anything works really well. Opto Culverin does a little bit of the same thing, just a little less stability. Does a lot of the same things my Wraith does, just for shorter shots. Then I carry pretty much the full suite of Dynamic Disc mid-ranges. Got the Truth for straight shots with not very much, a lot of finish. If I need to do a little turnover shot, that's what this guy's for. EMAC Truth for if I want just a little bit of bite at the end. The Verdict is one of my go-tos. Super straight, fades reliably at the end, perfect for a lot of wood shots. And then the Justice for little flick-up shots. Looks like we have our first winner selected. Ryan Rufio Hartman. You've won a pretty sweet Star Destroyer, Paul Macbeth. Nice blue with some swirly purple in there. Really cool disc. Alright, and just to wrap up, this bag's got tons of room for cell phone, water bottles. Got my golf balls in here for when discs get stuck in trees. And then coat, towels, snacks. This bag's got a lot of room for everything. Like I said, I've been carrying it for 3 years, so it's a great quality bag. It does a lot of good stuff. We're gonna have Dom, one of our print department guys, come show you through his fade bag.
What's up, guys? I'm Dom, as Nate said. I got the Fade Crunch here.
Remember to comment to win.
Again, remember, comment, win. I got a sweet Gateway Wizard here. The Fade bag comes with just a regular shoulder strap. I upgraded to the double backpack strap. It's real nice, can swing over both shoulders. It's out of the way on my back. And this Fade has the clips for both straps. So start off with my putters here. I got the Gateway Magic. I really like the feel of it. This is a really cool, made out of recycled plastic. That's kind of what I'm into. So feels real good in the hand. Just solid putter all around. More putters here. I use the Gateway Wizard for some more approach shots. Pretty much the same flyer, just has a little different grip that I like a little better for those approach shots. Mid-range, got my Gateway Element, real straight flyer, fades left pretty reliably. And then the Gateway Karma, same thing, just a little more overstable, fades a little more for me. Let's see here. Drivers, got Crank SS. Really just like the color of this one, so I grabbed it. And then I got a King here. I believe it's a Latitude 64. Maybe not. West Side disc, sorry. Real straight flyer, goes real far for me. And then I always have to have an ultimate disc to throw around while I'm waiting for the group in front of me. It's got 7 people and it's only 2 of us or whatever, so that's always good. So this bag, yeah, holds 2 putters in the front. It's got your pocket for your mini and a little pocket for a pen for a scorecard. 2 zipper pockets on the side for your phone and keys. Again, scorecard and wallet. This nice zipper, I always have a couple towels, and if I'm going out in rainy weather, it's always nice to dry off your disc. Of course, big water bottle holder fits any Nalgene 64 ounce, 32 ounce.
Dom, we got a question about how does your the crank, how does that work? Go for you? How does that fly for you?
SS. I usually throw it pretty hyzer. When I throw it out of my hand, it flattens out pretty quick for me. The last weekend I was playing with it and just clicked one day, and I don't know, flattens out real quick and then fades left at the end. So it looks like we got our winner. Congrats,
What
Tyler
are they
Douglas.
winning?
Got this sweet Gateway Wizard. Nice yellow with the orange circle around the end. So that's that. Tyler
who is it again?
For claim your prize.
Can you say the name again?
Sorry, Tyler Douglas. Tyler, message us for the prize. I think our customer happiness team leader Mira is going to be next showing your bag. So thanks, guys.
Alright, hi guys, I'm Mira. I am the manager for the customer happiness team here, and I'm going to show you what I have in my bag. I'm going to move it so it's a little bit easier for me to get to. Alright, I'm going to start with my drivers, and I'm going to say all of them are my favorite, so I can't really pick which one I like best. But I always have at least one Blizzard Destroyer in my bag. It is my most stable disc, but I can always rely on it in a windy situation to always come back for me. I do throw these at about 150 grams. Next, I have my Fission Photon from MVP. I really like the Photon. I'd say it's a little less stable for me than the Destroyer. It flies a little bit more like a Wraith, but once I have it broken in, I can get it to fly pretty straight. Next, I have my Sidewinders. I usually have between like 2 and 4 Sidewinders in my bag at any time. Right now I have a Starlight Sidewinder that's about 150 grams. And I usually have 1 or 2 Star Sidewinders between, I'd say, 160 and 180 or 168 grams. Sometimes you need something a little bit heavier since it's an understable disc. Now I do throw my drivers a little bit lighter, but all of my mid-ranges I throw max weight. So I usually have same thing, about 2 to 4 truths in my bag at any time. I love the truths, and I usually have them in different stages of broken in. I have one I've had for a long time, and I have usually almost a brand new one in my bag.
Mira, we got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Who is better at disc golf, you or Joel?
Oh, I would probably say it depends the day. He can throw farther, but I'd say I have more time. So, all right. I also right now have a Rock 3 in my bag. I honestly picked this one up because it was hot pink, and I'm learning to throw it. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it, but it's pretty and I like it.
We have another question. What's a good disc if you're learning to throw sidearm?
I'd say it depends. Some people like really stable discs for throwing sidearm. So some people start with a nuke. I'd say maybe start with something like a nuke SS, which is going to be a little bit straighter, but it's still going to hook out at the end if you're throwing it. All right. So the last things that I have in my bag are my putters. I always throw Distor Wizard. I love them. I usually have two that are a little bit firmer but pretty chalky, and these are the ones I putt with. And then I usually have one that is just a little bit more flexible, and I throw that for upshots. And I love the Wizard, and I don't think I will change from it. So I will always have those in my bag. As you can see also, in this bag, I have a lot of cool pockets for storage. On the side here, there are a few little pockets here. I can put my mini in here, store some extra stuff in the side. My nice stool. And on the other side, I have my water bottle holder and some other pockets that I can put my phone in or anything else that I might bring with me. All right.
We have a question about what's a disc that you don't own that you really want right now?
Gosh, I don't know. I would say, I don't know, guys. I would say I actually do need a brand new destroyer. I broke mine in at the end of last season, and I never got to replace it. So I'd say a new light, probably 150 gram destroyer. Alrighty, and I have a winner. The winner is going to receive this cool tie-dye Evolution plastic Wizard, Distor stamped. These are brand new. We haven't even had these hit our shelves yet. And this goes to Larry Roach.
Woo!
Larry, this is what you won. Come message us on Facebook to receive your prize. And that's all I got for you. Steve is going to come up next. He's part of our customer happiness team, and he's going to tell you what's in his bag. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mira. That was an excellent presentation.
Can you talk to us about the stool? We have a question about the
Sure.
stool.
I tell you what, this is one of the sturdiest stools I've ever seen. Super durable mesh. It's held on really nicely. Good locking nut for it, and I could sit on this all day. It's extremely comfortable. I don't go anywhere without my stool, so long waits at tournaments, even sometimes you just want to take a break and there's no bench seat at the park, so pop it down, and it's so lightweight. You can stick it in a water bottle holder, and it's got it's just lightweight. It's great. All right, I can't tell you too much about my bag, but I'll tell you about my discs. I like to start with my putters. I use Prodigy PA3s. They've got a nice bead. I beat them in pretty well, and they just feel like magic in my hand. I like the flag stamp stuff. Just really the disc itself. It's very straight. If I throw it on an ante line, it's gonna generally hold that. But if I throw it on a hyzer, it stays hyzer. It's really interesting. Trying to find the middle ground of it, but once you figure it out, it's money. I also have a Lucid Judge with the flag stamp on it. This is for my shorter approach shots when I am too close to throw mid-range with the glide that it has. But this guy's definitely found a spot in my bag for that shorter upshot that the putter just isn't, the PA3 just isn't the shot I wanted. Plus I don't want to bang them up too much if I were to hit a tree or something, so this is kind of my safe upshot where I know it's going to sit once I take a shot. Mid-range, love my mid-ranges. If you don't have a buzz, you got to get a buzz. The buzz is great, it holds nice and straight. I got this sweet America stamp The ESP plastic, really sturdy. You can smack a tree all day, which, you know, everyone's done it. But it holds its form really well. Just recently got this verdict by Dynamic. Nice and beefy, to be honest. It's a beefy mid-range, but if I throw it on a flick, it just goes straight. And it's almost like I throw them too far most of the time. The glide is just ridiculous on this disc. Oh, I just won this. This is also one of my putters. That's a Rhino XXL. This thing is sweet. It's the perfect amount of beef, I would say. Sometimes I'll throw this instead of my Buzz. It just glides. It's pretty cool. Next are my Truths. I start with the Buzz and I've worked my way up to the Truth just because I have a little bit faster arm speed now than when I started. This bad boy, I can put this thing out just as far as my fairway drivers. It's ridiculous how much glide these Truths have, but they always have that predictable finish at the end. I know I'm gonna pump it up the gut and it's just gonna sit down. They're super awesome. Then I got my Beef, my Buzz OS. It's kind of beat up now. If you can't see it, it's got a lot of scratches. The words are fading, but it's straight with a solid finish. Plus, if I need a skip, it's great for a skip. Fairways, I've got the Opto Latitude 64 Falchion, 9-speed driver. If I throw this flat, it's gonna turn over a little bit and then just straighten out. And then it's gonna have a nice finish at the end. I can use it for a big ante shot, but no, it's just going to have a nice little finish right at the end. My Opto Saint, this thing is crazy. This thing just goes, man. Nice, and it's got a little beef to it, but a nice hyzer flip is what I use it for. I've got my Firebird, nice and flat. This thing is crazy. I can get this thing to skip just as far as I can get it to fly through the air. It's so much fun to throw this uphill when you need to get around something. My TL, this thing is money. My Star TL, it's getting beat in, but I will throw this in the woods all day. It is absolutely an arrow flying down a fairway. It just holds straight, and then I know right at the very end I'm going to get about 10-15 feet of fade, and it's absolutely a must for anyone who likes to throw far and straight. Then I got this fun little guy. I actually traded someone a beat up hatchet for this thing. This is called a sail. I've never seen this disc before. All I know is this nice little paper plate. I throw this thing here and it almost turns into a roller. It's awesome. I'll throw it off the top of a hill or at the bottom, or throwing up the hill, and this thing just crushes. And it's 157 grams, so it's almost like throwing a plate. It's so light. It's so much fun. I'll whip it out and show my buddies. I'm like, dude, watch this crazy disc. I don't know if I'd throw it in a tournament, but it's still a fun disc. All right, I've got my Nuke SS. This is Z-Flex. I like the Z-Flex because I do like having it a little gummier in my hand. The Nuke SS, if I don't throw it hard enough, this thing will beef out on me. But if I really rip into it, I can turn this thing over. So it's kind of a touchy disc, but I think it's a must. I think the SS is good in the wind, in a tailwind or a headwind. I think being able to find something that works for both is just priceless. And then I've got my McBeast Destroyer. Now, I'm no Macbeth, so I throw a 152. That's the only way I can get this guy to stay straight for more than 50 feet. But these things go. They fight any wind you put it in. Just a great disc. I got a Prodigy D4. This guy, I'll actually use this one as a roller. It's got a lot of speed. It fights the wind all right, but this is definitely a hyzer disc. So for people who like to play Ultimate, I would say this is probably a good disc for you to throw, because you can throw it like your Ultra Star and it's going to stand up and it's just going to fly for days. You'd be really surprised. The last, I have another Macbeth Destroyer. This one's 167. It's definitely the beefiest disc I have in my bag. It's a lot of fun to throw. I usually throw it on my flick when I have to get around stuff. I could probably get this one 350 easy on any given day, but you gotta throw it. It's not something to you just go pick off the shelf and say, okay, let's throw it. This is one that even I sometimes can't get on it enough. But it's a great disc. Nathan had little golf balls in his bag. I've got a softball. This thing is gonna get any disc out of any tree. Actually, there was one time my buddy was like, dude, let me throw it at this disc, and he got the disc out, but then he got the ball stuck. It was the craziest thing. All right, so for my giveaway, I'm gonna give away this awesome mini Buzz. And it's true to its word, man. It's just like the Buzz. It looks just like it, and makes you look like a giant when you have it. And the winner is Katie Watkins, my friend Katie. That's awesome. So you can stop in the store, or actually, I think I'm going to see her tonight. So not like that. All right. So I guess we got Sean Rock next. He's one of the custom jersey guys here. To show you what's got in his bag. And thanks for supporting Disc Store.
What's up, guys? Steve was saying I'm Sean Rock. Start commenting now, by the way, to win my cool prizes. I always have the best prizes, by the way, so we're aware. I carry the BP3, the Prodigy. I think they're out of stock right now, but I love this bag. It's pretty. The price point's incredible for what it is. Lots of storage space. It's always the Nalgene space is a must for disc golfing for me, at least. It's got a nice putter pocket and can hold a pretty fair amount of discs on it as well. Quite a fan of it. Like Dom, I always carry an Ultra Star with me. I'm an Ultimate player for the most part, but I love playing disc golf as well, so I always gotta have the Ultra Star with me, whether it's for a couple mid-range shots here or there, or just playing catch with buddies. Must have for myself. I'll throw the harp. I like the harp a lot. Pretty beefy, so I can pretty much, I only throw it on the hyzer line for the most part. But I'm kind of new to it, so I'm still kind of growing on it, but I'm quite a fan of it. My go-to putters are my two Wizards right here. I've got to represent my boy, MJ, of course. Yeah, they're beating quite a bit, but I've been throwing these for a while. I love them. Let's see what we got in the bag here. Start off with a couple drivers. Let's grab a handful. My super distance, of course, is the Cannon. It's got probably the coolest name on the market for what it is. I can throw it kind of like an Ultimate disc on that hyzer line. It'll flip up for me and S-curve out real nice, and I can get this disc just as far as any other disc golfer, I feel like. I've been throwing the Cannon for pretty much the whole time I've been playing disc golf, and I haven't moved away from it since. I love it. I like the Boatman quite a bit. I kind of have this one that's a little bit more beat in, flies a little flatter for me, and I got this newer one that's a little beefier, hooks back a little bit more towards the end. But either one, I love them. I can put a lot behind them. I know exactly what it's going to do. I've never really had an unpredictable flight with it when I throw it, so I feel like that's a plus for me. A couple other ones here. The Thunderbird has been my recent go-to driver. I kind of like the darker discs, as you can see. I don't know. I feel like that's just kind of a me thing. But yeah, the Thunderbird's pretty fast. I mean, it's only 9, but I feel like you can throw it just as far as a lot of drivers. Has that hook on the end of it. It can skip real hard, so you kind of got to be careful with that shot. But for the most part, I really love the Thunderbird. Highly suggest it. I like the Maul quite a bit. Being an Ultimate player, I like all my throws naturally just come out a little more hyzer than usual, because for Ultimate, I mean, just kind of how you throw. So this one I feel like I can get to flip up. I can throw it on an ante line and it'll hold the ante line for me. I can throw it a roller and it'll roll for me too. I'm quite a fan of them all. I've lost probably 3 or 4 of them, but I've replaced them every single time because I love them. I really like the T-Bird as well. The T-Bird I can get to fly real straight, kind of for those 300-ish range holes. It's fairly open. I can get it pretty much wherever I want it to go. If I need that quick birdie, go to the bird. I also have an Outlaw. I kind of have an range of drivers. Driving is my favorite part of disc golf, I guess. The Outlaw is super beefy. It'll hook back every single time. One of the courses we all play here pretty often has a creek running along the right side of it, so I'm always trying to throw the beef over that because I know I'm going to lose a disc if I throw anything that's not beefy over that.
We got a question. Alex Borshka wants to know what's your best score at Seymour.
6 under. What's up, Borch?
Nice.
I got 2 destroyers. One's pretty beat in and one's pretty new. The new one is super beefy, kind of like the Outlaw. I'm kind of in between those 2 for which one I'll throw over the creek, I guess, but which one is gonna come back every single time for me. This beat in one is the one I can throw the farthest in my bag. Rivals the Cannon, I think. It's a little bit lighter than the Cannon. For the most part, I throw 175. That's what Ultra Stars are. But I went down to a 168 for this destroyer to kind of experiment, and I love it. And I can throw it super far. It'll S-curve for me on a hyzer line, which is really cool. It used to be super beefy, but after I beat it in a little bit, kind of has that more nice S-curve traditional line that people are looking for. The disc I've had in my bag the longest is the Batman Wraith. I drew it myself with a Sharpie. I think it's pretty cool. I've been able to just throw this disc super well for a long time, and I just haven't really changed anything about it. Hold it in the same spot every time, just because I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. It'll S-curve for me. I can speed it down a little bit to hyzer for me. Big fan of the Wraith. Highly suggest it. A little bit on the slower discs here. I like the Saint Pro. I've just recently gotten to the Saint Pro. It'll definitely hook for me, but I've beaten it in quite a bit the last season here, so it's starting to straighten out a little bit. So I might have to pick up a new one, just kind of have the variation in there. I like to, I don't know, have like a predictive shot, I guess, and this one's definitely been one of my go-tos for those shorter holes. Again, being an Ultimate player, I love the Sear. The Sear, it'll fly like an Ultimate disc for me. I don't know how much that'll help out, but if I throw it on that inside outline, those Ultimate players out there, it'll flatten out for me. I can throw it outside in or anhyzer, and it'll hold it pretty much the whole way. Highly suggest this for those Ultimate players out there looking to get into disc golf a little bit. I have probably 4 or 5 of these that I've gone through, and I love them. My go-to mid-range, though, is this Rock 3. I love the Rock 3. I mean, my last name's Rock. I gotta love it, right? And my number's 3 in Ultimate, so it's perfect. But yeah, this one I can throw super far. I feel like I can get it 300 if I need to. Those shorter holes, it'll tail off left at the end, just like we want it to do. Yeah, big fan of the Rock 3. As far as this in my bag, I mean, I just kind of throw an array of random drivers because driving is my favorite part of the game. But for the most part, that's my bag. We got a new winner here, and I believe as requested, we're giving away a hat too. So you're asking you shall receive.
Yeah, thanks for commenting, guys.
All right, I'm gonna butcher your last name, and I'm terribly sorry about it. Maybe not. Ryan Swedranowski. You are the winner of this sweet hat and the sweet double stamp Disc Store Wizard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There's your winning hat too. So message us, give us your address and whatnot. We'll get that sent out right away. That's all I got for my bag. Nathan's gonna say another thing here real quick, but awesome chilling with you guys. See you again.
Hey guys, just want to wrap it up real quick for you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Keep commenting. Watch the video again. Almost everything you've seen in the video, Nalgene's, bags, discs, we have that all available. We just got in literally 15 boxes of disc golf discs to stock up for the holidays. Those will be on the website within the next couple of days. So definitely hit us up, check us out. We've got everything you need. If you don't see something you need, let us know. We'll look at getting it. Thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day.